Hey y'all, Ashton and Aries will come with another pick a card reading, and this one is called What Has Changed for the Better in the T on that change. Okay, so I decided to put two of them together. I'm going to go ahead and still do your What Has Changed for the Better within you, and then based upon this change that everyone has seen as well as yourself, what is the T on this change? Like, what are they saying now about you? This can be good things, great things, bad things, projection upon you from them, things of that such. Okay, so I decided to mix and mangle both of them. All right. At the end of the reading, I have the group team building activities, therapy, things of that such that I'm also going to post on my wall so you can take the time out to do it if you want to. If you don't, just read up on it and subconsciously you can do it, okay? These are activities to help guide us, to help motivate us, to help push us forward, to help basically heal some things that we are afraid to voice out loud and things of that such. I really love this deck, and so I decided to implement them into my readings, okay? So before I get started, I have taken off a over 2 week hiatus. I want to thank all the readers, non-readers that stopped by on Facebook as well as in my comment section on certain posts that I have posted on YouTube and checked up on me. I am truly grateful for your advice. I'm truly grateful for your encouragement. I'm truly grateful. So many people are your YouTube name is the stars, the moon, and the moon. I'm sorry if I'm not saying the full name correctly. But I truly want to thank you for your words of encouragement on the dream reading, as well as Truth Peddler. Okay, the Truth Peddler. She is on Facebook. She is an amazing reader. She stopped by and helped me, as well as my fellow Libra reader. I'm sorry, I don't know what name you changed your name to, but she is in my group as well as on my dream reading that was posted on my wall. I want to thank you for your testimony and things of that such. I just really want to thank everyone for basically helping me through my time of need, even though I didn't speak of it and things of that such. Okay, I also want to thank Andrea. She goes by Cherry. She's also a reader as well, and she's amazing. So I just really want to stop and just thank those who have spoken their testimonies on what they go through, and just help guiding me with information that I didn't already have or needed to hear, confirmation and things of that such. I just truly want to thank y'all. I want to thank all the new subscribers that have joined. I want to thank y'all for the numerous likes on my How Men View You reading for women. That was really overwhelmingly just shocking to me, I guess. Like, I didn't think it was going to do that well, to be honest, but it did, and I'm truly grateful. It has gained me over 90 subscribers alone, and so I am truly grateful for everyone who has liked, shared, and commented on that video, who has subscribed because of that video, and all my videos, to be honest. I'm just truly grateful for all of y'all for rocking with me through this healing, as well as helping others heal, helping guide others time, all the people that, put their testimonies in the comment section and help guide other people's. I am truly grateful. We are all truly grateful that we can, help aid each other on this time, this rocky time. Some people are going through it. Some people, have already been through it, and some people just want to help others get through it. And we are truly grateful. I am truly grateful. Okay, so enough of that. Enough about the mushy. Let's go ahead and jump into your readings, okay? So these are your pals. And remember, if this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe, also comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you. All right, pile number one. So this is your reading for what has changed for the better within you and the T on that change, okay? So What I'm seeing from these cards is you are no longer downing yourself as much as you once were, okay? You're no longer beating yourself up for the things you may have done in your past, the things you may have allowed yourself to do or allowed to be done to you. You're no longer beating yourself up, okay? You're now looking at yourself more from the mind frame or perspective that that was me. It does not have to continue to be me. I did it because at the time, that's where my mind was. That's where I felt my soul was, you know. I was a product of my environment. I was a product of my pity, my self-doubt, my self-pity, the pity of others, things of that such. I was just in a low place at a low time, and I no longer have to be there anymore. I no longer have to criticize myself or beat myself up, punish myself for where I once were when I am no longer there. I feel like you are taking steps to unlock your own heart, to allow certain people, certain ideals, certain environments to slowly, gradually come back into your soul. Maybe some of y'all are visiting y'all childhood homes, environments, states, things of that such, you know, and you're slowly realizing that just because I experienced something painful here doesn't mean I have to blame the city, doesn't mean I have to blame the state, doesn't mean I have to blame the people. I can be here and still build a life or continue to go through life without having the fear of what has happened will always happen because this is where it happened at. I feel like you're starting to say yes to things again. You're no longer allowing fear to consume you. You're no longer allowing fear to keep you from environments that you know you belong at. You know you need to experience or go towards, you know? It's like, and I know this analogy is crazy to use at this time, but it's coming up. It's just like with black folks and when they couldn't go and eat in the right restaurants. And people would say, oh, girl, if they don't allow you to go in there, just don't go in there, you know. Don't go eat where you're not allowed or liked or things of that such. Fuck them, you know. And that's one perspective. But another perspective is, why don't I deserve to eat in the same restaurant? Why don't I deserve to dine in the same place that another race is because they don't like my skin tone or they don't like me? You're no longer saying I don't deserve to be here because they don't want me here. You're now saying that I deserve to be here because I want to be here. I want to experience this place. I want to be here. I want to know what it feels like to have this under my belt, regardless of who is standing at the door guarding it saying, no, you can't enter. I'm going to experience it if I want to, and if my soul wants to be here, that's where I'm going to go towards. You're now allowing yourself to say yes. You're now allowing yourself to be free. You're now not allowing others to judge you so harshly but off your past when everyone has a past and you know you did what you did to cope, you know, to get through certain things. And you are learning that it's okay to criticize myself, but I don't have to punish and beat myself up for things that I've done in the past or allowed. You're now helping yourself see a brighter perspective of all you have been through, why you've been through it, and how you can get through it and keep going. You're really tempering your criticism towards yourself. I feel like you're now believing that everything happened for a reason. You know, you went through certain lessons and realized that they turned out to be many, many blessings. And you may not have liked the lesson, but what came from that lesson is something beautiful that only experience would have taught you. It's one thing when someone sits there and tell you, oh, this place is like that place is like that, da da da. That's their perspective, and they only have that perspective because they were there. So therefore, you have to develop your own. You have to see it from your own view, your own vision, you know? How you see it may be different. And so now you know, I want to enrich my soul. I want to enrich my beliefs. I want to enrich myself, period. I deserve to dine where I want to. I deserve to be where I need to be. I deserve to be happy, and I deserve to move forward as everyone does in their life. I feel like you're just focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your future. You're focusing on the present as well. Not so much the past, because you can't change the past and you can't go to it. But what you can do is move forward and see things through a different light, regardless of how dark the past was. Alright, so I feel like that is what you are changing for the better within you, if you have not already. So now that we see that, let's see what's the T on this change. Alright, so the T can be, it's conflicting, okay? For some, on the positive view of the T, they see that you were heartbroken, of course, lied to, destroyed, whether it was a family member, friend, significant other, whatever the case, and you are now finding your independence from this tragic thing that has happened to you. You have overcame it, or, in the process of overcoming it. They feel like you aren't letting certain things go, though, and you may be stubborn to what has happened or what is happening, and you just don't want to let go of it, and so you're kind of still stuck, just reminiscing of the past, stuck in the past, things of that such, but at the same time trying to fight to move forward and separate yourself from this situation. I feel like another card that I forgot to express is they felt like you were in a disassociation stage where you were separating yourself from family, from yourself, your environments. You didn't want to feel like you were you anymore. You felt like you were gone. You were just in this state of despair, and you were no longer yourself. They felt like you were going down a path where you were self-destructing, destroying yourself and destroying what you built for yourself and things of that. And I feel like you are healing from that, and you're no longer there, but they still feel like you are, in a sense, there. Okay, they feel like you are trying to get out of that, but you still have this I guess, inkling that you're still there in a sense, okay? They feel like you don't know exactly where you're going or how you're going to get there, but you know that you have to keep moving on. You know that you have to keep moving forward. But I feel like they feel you are still seeking truth of certain things that have happened that you just can't fathom, or you can't let go of it. You can't let go of the truth that was not told. You can't let go of it. So you're still fighting with certain people, still arguing with certain people, trying to get to this truth that won't be spilled or can't be spilled, and people don't understand why you want it when it's going to do nothing but hurt you even further. It's like you already have the intuition, the feeling, the pull that this is happening. So just take it for what it is and let go. They want you to let go of it. If it's a cheater that fucked you over, then just take it at face value. They're a cheater, fuck them and move on. If it's a family member that lied on your name, spewed hatred towards you, things of that such, they say take it for the face value and move the fuck on. But there's no point in trying to get a cheater or a liar, a betrayer to reveal themselves when that's not truthfully how they work. They lie, they cheat. So don't get stuck or caught up in the fact that you want them to tell you the truth, because it's only going to leave you stuck and stagnant and wondering what happened, what if, when you've already seen their true colors. Other people are saying that the same thing, except you're lying about certain facts that have happened. You are the one who is the, what is it? Instead of the sheep, the wolf in sheep's clothing, you're the devil in the blue dress, okay? So the blue would stand for victim and, noble person, wise wisdom, things of that such. But truthfully, you're the one who started a lot of this shit. You're the one who fights, who argues, who start up things, and you lie about it, play the victim, and you steal certain things from people, whether it's joy, happiness, integrity. It's like you try to destroy them and then you play victim, and now you're sitting with what you've done and you're mad that other people aren't believing you anymore or gravitating towards you. But it's like the energy you give off, regardless of what you wear, regardless of what your outer appearance looks like, is the devil in a blue dress, and so some people are saying you're just sitting in the mess that you created, learning how to get up out of it, learning how to swim to the top of the water so that you don't drown. Certain people are saying that you did some dirt, they did some dirt, and you should just get over it because it was a tit for tat energy, or it was a you did it so I did it back type. Well, still tit for tat, Some people justify their actions, and some people say, if you're going to sit here and play victim, then I could play victim because you did things to me as well. So whatever energy you give off, I'm going to give it off back to you. Okay? So it's more of regardless of them feeling like this, they still feel like you're moving forward. You're trying to separate yourself from this situation. You're trying to find your independence again. You're starting to love on yourself even more. And some are happy for you and some are like, girl, get over your fucking self. Like, get over yourself, bitch. Keep fucking moving. Ain't nobody got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for a devil to act like a victim when you're a devil in this, closed doors, behind closed doors, bitch. Move the fuck on. Like, I take it for face value. I did some shit. I know I did some shit. I stand in my fucking truth. I did some shit back to your ass, but you did some shit too. Now, we could both lie, or we can both move the fuck on, or we can both just not even fuck with each other ever again. But you know what it is, you know what it was, and that's just how it's going to be. It's no point in playing victim when you're a devil yourself. You did fuck shit too. Take your shit, stand in your shit, and move the fuck on. If that sound harsh, I'm sorry. I'm just relaying a message. Don't dislike. Like I said in the beginning, if you didn't listen to the message in the intro, they could be projecting, okay? They can be just spewing things from themselves onto you or what they heard from other people and things of that such, okay? They could be doing those things as well, okay? So take it for what it is and leave what doesn't resonate, okay? Let's go to your activity that I would love for you to do. If you don't, it's fine. Just look it up so your subconscious can do it in the back of your head. All right, so this is the activity. I have 3 cards for you. I'm going to post them on the community board. I hope you take a look out at it, okay? So we have toss out negativity. Tips. It's in our power to choose positivity every time. It's all in our perception. Activity. Ask each member to write down a negative thought that they have that holds them back from living a more positive life. Have the group members read their negative thoughts, crumble them up, and throw them in the trash. Then, with the help of the group, have members find a more positive message to replace their negative thinking. Ask them to write that positive thought down and keep it to refer to when they need it. All right? Time to toss out the negative to make way for the positive. Coffee break. Tip. Positive thinking can be an incredibly useful strategy to challenge problematic thoughts. Activity. Pass out a coffee filter and a pen to each member. On the flat bottom of the filter, ask them to write a negative thought they have. Then have them put a more rational and positive viewpoint on the top to contradict the critical thought. Then have everyone stand up and hold the filters, negative side up, and drop them. When the sea of filters fall to the floor, you will notice they always turn right side up. A positive message always wins over our negative self-talk. Although this exercise can be done in individual therapy, seeing a wave of filters make quite an impact. Alright, so for the last activity, wait. Tip. During times of anxiety, depression, or unhappiness, using this acronym to detect what you are thinking will help you change your thoughts and moods. Activity. WAIT is an acronym for two related concepts. What am I thinking? What are irrational thoughts? Have group members break into pairs and share their own examples using the acronym WAIT in either version. Then ask them to challenge their irrational thoughts with healthier alternatives. When you stop and wait, you get in control of your thoughts and your life. I hope these activities help you. I hope this reading helped you. I hope this reading brought some clarity to you, some confirmations, things of that such. I really, really hope it helped. And if it did, like, share, subscribe, also comment. If it doesn't, still like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you. All right, pal number 2. So this is your reading for what has changed for the better within. I feel like you're very more confident, full of yourself, assured, self-assured, things of that such. I feel like now you're dancing more. You're able to stand in front of a crowd and speak. You're more positive with your thinking, with your body self appreciation. I feel like you're appreciating yourself more in general. I feel like you're experiencing new things. I feel like you're moving around, getting out. I feel like you are dabbling in some type of fire magic, candle work, things of that such. I feel like you are releasing what does not serve you anymore, as well as bringing in what does serve you. I feel like you're going more down the spiritual path, not just because of the spell work and things of that such, but simply because it's allowing you to heal in ways you may feel is, or maybe the environment around you may feel is more unorthodox. I feel like you're more in tune with yourself as well as spirit. I feel like you are now enjoying more different types of pleasure, ones that you may have felt you weren't supposed to go towards or would be shamed if people knew about. I feel like you are now able to speak your truth, not giving a fuck how people feel, how they look at you, how they stare, whatever the case may be. Is more of, I'm standing in my power and I'm proud of myself. I love myself and I'm going to do what makes me happy and what makes me feel fulfilled and what's going to push me forward. I'm no longer going to live for you. I'm no longer going to live for them. I'm living for myself and what makes me feel great about myself. I feel like you're connecting more to nature, to the earth, to the ground, to your spirit guides, to your ancestors. I feel like you are learning about new entities, learning about new deities, depending on which, I wouldn't say religion, but which culture you're going towards. I don't want to get too deep into it, so we're just going to leave it at that. I feel like you are doing what you feel is drawing you in, and it feels right, it feels great, it feels good. I feel like you are doing certain rituals, whether there's beauty rituals, women empowerment rituals, just giving offerings and just helping you out of what you felt was taking you under not too long ago, and really just standing up for yourself, having the courage to speak your mind, speak your truth, regardless of what people say about you, how people look at you, how people feel about whatever it is that you're going towards. It's like, I'm proud of myself. I love that I found this strength. I love that I found this courage. I love that I found this newfound flexibility of learning new things. Whether it contradicted the old me, I don't care, because I now see a new perspective of life and I'm going towards it. I'm doing what's going to make me feel liberated, free, and just happy. Happy. That's what I feel. A strong sense of I'm doing what I feel is going to make me happy or continue to be happy and just feel one. I feel like you're connecting with more people, you're opening up more. Maybe not fully opening up, but you are allowing new people to come into your bubble, into your circle, as well as spending time to yourself in solitude and getting yourself grounded and just nurturing your mind, your mental, your stability, your emotions, and things of that. Okay, so I just feel like you're really just enjoying yourself. I do get that some of y'all are using sex magic, doing sex rituals. I feel like you are more in tune with that on some of y'all, and you are finding the fun and pleasure in doing that. That came out strongly. All right, so let's go to what is the tea on this newfound, empowered, liberated you. All right, so the tea on you is they see it. They see you feeling more empowered. They see you feeling more in tune with yourself. They do feel like on the inside of you is still a hollow shell, but they see the light that is coming from that hollow shell. They feel like the light is now starting to consume that. You're starting to rebuild or reconstruct what has left or felt like a hole within yourself. You're starting to put things in that place versus just allowing it to be open and broken or just empty. Period. Okay, they feel like you're taking a break from people, from society, and you're finding your light again. You're going within to find your light. They feel like you now found the hope, the faith, the freedom to be happy and be in tune with yourself and empower yourself and move forward. They do feel like you are a very hard worker, that you've been working on something, planting seeds, whether it's within yourself or your career field or whatever the case may be. They do see all of that, that you're rebuilding what has been broken within you for a while now. There seems to be some caring and loving people talking about you, and then I do get a little bit of some haters and people who feel like, they don't want you to rebuild yourself, because then that either trauma bond or that broken friend just feels like they're broken by themselves. Okay, they feel like you still worry a lot. You still conjure up things that in your head that has never happened or won't happen, and things of that such. They feel like you're still stuck in certain places. You feel like you're being attacked at times, and they do feel like you're still stuck in that area mentally, but they feel like you're finding a way to free yourself and move away from it. But you still have those anxiety that's within you from new experiences that you've never experienced before, or old experiences coming back towards you, so you can I guess relearn the lesson or do something new within the lesson. I feel like they also feel like that you're moving forward and that you have luck on your side. You have positive karma or positive debt period on your side, and that if you just keep going, you don't have to continue to relive the cycle of being stuck or feeling like you're stuck and feeling like people are attacking you. You can actually move forward to being able to tell them, people, fuck you, fuck what you're talking about. If I did something in the past, sorry, I received my karma, and if I didn't, I obviously didn't deserve it. Fuck you and your guilt trips that you're trying to impose on me, or the standards of life that you don't even meet, that you're trying to impose on me, your expectations that you don't meet, that you're trying to put on me, and when I don't meet it, you belittle me, you down talk me, you do whatever the case may be. I'm not standing up for myself and telling you I don't want what you want for me. I don't need to live what you want me to live, because that is your life that you want to live. If you can't meet those standards, then don't try to make someone else meet those standards. And even if you can, don't try to impose your thoughts, your limitations on other people and get mad when they don't exceed them, or if they do exceed them, and things of that such. And it's like, you're just now, I'm just going to do what's right for me. I'm getting my shit together, what I want to see in life together, what I feel or think I should be doing in life together. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to go towards. And I feel like that's a trigger one towards. I feel like you are more empowered. You're more standing in your truth. You're no longer living for other people. You're now living for yourself and thinking for yourself. And you're now seeing things clearly and thinking for yourself. Now, notice this is the King of Swords, which is the mental, which is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And of course, when they are evolved, they're definitely living for themselves and in their freedom and things of that such. Along with the Empress card, you could be a Libra with two of these cards here, okay, or an Aquarius with the Star card here. So I'm getting heavy air sign here, like heavily, okay. Also Taurus as well. I think you're just feeling, well, not so much Taurus, but a little bit. But I just feel like you're just living for yourself now, doing what's right for yourself, being there for yourself. And those who want to be in your life, you're allowing to come, and those who don't, you're allowing them to stay where they need to stay, and that's away. All right, so now let's go to your 3 activities that I hope you do. Alright, so these are your activities. You have 3 of them. I hope you do. I'm going to post them to the community board. Okay, so if you chose this pile, just go to the pile number 2 activities and allow yourself conscious to do them if you don't want to do them out loud or with a group or whatever the case. Okay, so we have interpersonal effectiveness, nonverbal cues. Tip. It's been estimated that 80% of communication is nonverbal. So it is important to pay attention to what we are saying with our body and expressions as well as our words. Activity. Choose emotions for group members to show non-verbally, like anger, surprise, or peacefulness, and have the other members guess what emotion is being portrayed. To show the importance of verbal communication having different meanings when each word is exaggerated, use the example of, "I never said he was selfish," and take turns emphasizing each word. The meaning becomes completely different depending on the tone. All right? It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Okay, so the next one is 2 truths and a lie. Tip. This simple activity is great for the self-disclosure and establishing group cohesiveness. Activity. Ask each group member to go around and share 2 truths and 1 lie about themselves. Then group members can ask questions to find out what is a lie and what is the truth. After they guess correctly, move on to the next person. Ask group members what they found out about each other through this exercise. Sharing and learning about one another makes us all feel more connected. So when you are allowing people into your life, this newfound friendships and things of that such, I feel like this would be a great game for y'all to play. 2 truths and a lie, you know. The last one, mindful awareness, half smile. Okay, tip. A half smile exercise can turn a negative mood into a positive one just by focusing on your smile. Activity. Explain to the group that when we feel joyful, we often smile. The opposite can work. When we smile, we can feel more joy. Ask the group to turn their lips up slightly in a half smile and try to keep it for the next few moments of this exercise. While they are keeping the smile, ask the group to think of a negative thought and turn it into something more positive. Ask the group to offer feedback on how this exercise went as they have smiled, of course. It's hard to be in a bad mood when you're smiling. Alright, so those were your activities. That was your reading. I hope that it truly resonates. If it does, please like, share, subscribe, also comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you. Alright, pile number 3. This is your reading for what has changed for the better within and what is the tea on that change, okay? At the end of it, we're going to do your activities, so please stay or jump to that activity. It will be posted in the comment section on it's going to be posted on a post in the community channel section, okay? All right, so let's see what has changed for the better within. I feel like you have been reborn, okay? I feel like you have went through a great transformation. I feel like you went through a whole fucking lot to get to where you are now, okay? I feel like you still have a wall up, don't get me wrong, but you still allow certain people in. So you are isolating yourself at times, but not so much to where you disassociate yourself from the world, okay, or even yourself. I feel like you have went through a lot of changes that you didn't expect to happen, but you finally are setting well with them, I guess, allowing them to happen and to come into your life because you know it's for the better. Whether it's people leaving you, people dying, people spewing hatred towards your name, you're realizing that those people are spewing hatred towards my names because they're jealous, they're haters, they wish they were me, or they wish they could be in a circle of what I am creating or going towards, or just the newfound presence of me. But because I won't allow them, because they are who they are, I'm moving away from them. So now they're spewing hatred towards my name. You're now taking the good with the bad, understanding the blessing within the lesson, okay? I feel like you understand that certain things, your perspectives in the past have been very different, and you have either challenged them or went through situations that made you challenge them, and now your perception of things is very different, okay? You're now more open to certain things. You're now realizing that it's okay to not believe what you once used to believe, you know. It's like certain people that were that believed in religion, but now they don't believe in religion because they have been challenged, and or they challenge themselves, and they see things through a different light, and they're going towards something else, you know. It's just like that. I feel like you are now reaching out to higher counsel, higher peoples, maybe high priestess, priests. Maybe you are going towards those and seeking higher knowledge. Maybe you are getting readings from a reader and things of that, and you're just learning how to change your perspective within that. You know, learning how to handle the changes that are coming into your life or that you implemented yourself. I feel like you were lost at one point, but now you're finding your way back, or inventing a new path to go towards. You know, you're no longer like, I have to go straight down this straight path. No, there's a left and there's a right for a reason, and I can take a left, I can take a right, or I can go straight. I can do whichever one I feel is right for me. I feel like you are very powerful. I feel like you are very in tune with spirit, with certain spirits, okay? Some are dark, but I feel like you know how to tame them. I feel like you still have this sense of innocence about you, regardless of all that has happened to you, towards you, things of that such. I feel like you still have a piece of innocence about you. I feel like with all the things that you have been through, you have stories to share, wisdom to share, experiences to share, things of that such, and this fascinates people. And it's not like Kevin Hart's laugh at my pain. It's more of, let me understand your pain so that I can take my wisdom from you, as in what I can learn not to do, what to do, or if I need to implement some type of change within the path that I'm going down, I can learn from your mistakes or from your triumphs and things of that such, okay? People are gravitating towards you to learn more, okay? As well as you are gravitating towards others and learning as well, okay? I feel like you are really going through a dark night of the soul, many deaths. You could be a Scorpio. What else I'm getting from this? Maybe Capricorn, some Taurus, kind of Aquarius, very few Libras. I'm getting Aries too, small Leo, maybe Cancer. I'm getting like those signs are going through this. These maybe even Pisces, but not fully. But I get that very strongly. You're just really going through this death period, okay? I'm not getting so much of towers, but definitely deaths. Definitely deaths I'm getting, okay? Let me see if I see anything else. feel like you're taking very wise heed in messages that you are getting and receiving, because you're getting a lot. Getting in daydreams, very few dreams, but more in visions. I'm getting visions strongly, that you're getting messages and visions. Kind of like how Raven and her show on Disney did with her psychic powers. But something is coming and you know it, and I feel like you're preparing for it. You're preparing for it. Maybe it's a tower, a new changed perspective, environment, something of that sort is coming, but you're preparing yourself for it. I met this one guy, he's a Taurus, but his chart is full of Scorpios. If he was even listening to this, he would know it's him. He's like, but anyways, like, he told me before I even did readings for him that he would always get the death card no matter what. And literally, every time I did a fucking reading for him, he got the death card, like, every fucking time, you know? And it was just crazy that he always got it. And yeah, he called himself a Scorpio, and it makes sense, especially with the death card always coming out. But it's like he still tried to keep a spirit about him. Sometimes he was overly enthusiastic and happy, and then other times he was just sad, down and out, and just in a bubble and things of that such. And it just seems like this is what I'm getting from this. Like, sometimes you are overly enthusiastic about what could happen or what's happening, and then other times you're just very down and out and just sad and hurt about all that has happened or may happen and things of that such. It's like a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So just keep the faith, you know, just keep the faith. These things happen for a reason, and only the strong is meant for the strongest task. And the fact that you went through so many deaths, so many changes, so many transformations just shows how powerful you are to be able to stand the time, I guess. Like, it's just, I see a different person. It's like every time a death happens, you change to someone else. Like, even if you look at these cards, if you take this one away, this is what I see. She starts here, then she goes here, then she comes here, then she goes here, and then here. And it's like each time she gets stronger and stronger with a newfound era, a newfound resilience. And it's like she goes with the time. It's like you die in this period and you come alive in the next period, and then you die again and then you come alive, and then it's like a back and forth. But it's always a new era, a new timeline, you know? It's like your soul is old and giving me vampire vibes, you know? And you're just traveling and just traveling. And this is who you were. Open-minded, free-spirited, just going through life and with no whim, transforming, even with the butterflies here. So you knew it was always coming. And then, here it is. You're protected, you're strong, resilient, and just going through life. You got mentors, you got, what are those things? Y'all know them things, them animals, I'm drawing a blank. But they usually go through life. It happens in every magical movie. They have an animal that goes with them everywhere. The animals, some can speak, some cannot, and they just understand each other. And how the hell I don't remember. But anyways, that's what I feel like you have. I'm going to think of it. I'm going to write it above your activity, because I'm drawing a freaking blank. But anyways, I feel like you have one of those, and each time period you get a new one, okay? See here, she has a cat, she has a frog, she has ferrets, she has a beetle, and then here she has another cat and birds in the background. Okay, so I'm gonna remember what it's called, y'all, and I'm gonna put it down. Anyway, so let's go to what is the tea on you now that everybody sees this change, or how you continuously change throughout these time periods that you're with these people. All right, so the tea on you, everybody sees these changes that you keep going through. Like, you just keep changing on them. The people that want to keep you down, every time they try to tame you or keep you down, you change into something else. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like you keep changing on them. And it's like they can never pin you down. They can never keep you there. It's like if they killed one version of you, here's a new version. Now try to take this one down. Then here's a new one. And here's a new one. It's like over and over and over again. It's like, what the fuck? Like, some people are calling you a great person to be in contact with, union with. When it comes to friendship wise, you're loyal to a fault to some and loyal to a limit with others, okay? And they've, like I said, their loyal's coming out, and you're very I'm getting that lover boyish type. Like, you fuck with who you want to fuck with, but it's not for a long time. It's like you don't really fully commit. You commit for a limited time, and then it's like off to the next one. I gotta keep moving. I can't stay here with you. And people don't like that. It's like you have many, many options, and you exercise them quickly. And it's probably because you are always changing. So when you're this one person with this person that you're with, it's great. But when that version of you dies and you recreate, or you create a new version of you, it's like that person can't connect with you anymore. So now you have to move on to something or someone else. Okay, you got to keep going forward to find someone so that you either don't feel alone, don't feel abandoned, or something of that sort. So people feel like they can't really hold on to you long because you're always changing, and a lot of them can't catch up with how many times you change, and what you change into, or who you change into. It's like your interests change, your taste in music change, your taste in food change. It's like everything changes. And when you connected with this person, it was like you were strictly, I only like hot dogs, no ketchup, no cheese, no nothing. Then you change it to something else. Now I don't like hot dogs. I only like catfish, fried, tartar sauce on the side. Different. They're like, bitch, you was a hot dog type of go to the ballpark type of bitch. Like, now you fucking want to go to 5-star restaurants with dresses on and stuff. Like, what? Like, what? We don't even connect anymore. Like, you change. And it's not that you don't like hot dogs no more. It's just, bitch, let's do something else. Let's eat something else. Let's move forward. Like, it's like you're always changing. Your taste change, your spirit change, your vibe change. Everything just changes. You're the type to just go off and like, they're scared, I'm not, I gotta keep going, and you just go on the next day. And they're looking for you like, where the fuck is she? And when they finally see you, they're like, who is she? Who is he? So different. Still look the same, but so different. Like, how do I connect? I can't. I don't even know who this person is anymore. It's like everything always changes with you, and some like it, very few, and then others just, well, lost a friend. Yeah, but they see you just the type to take risks and move forward and just go through life changing for the better for you. What you feel is right is what you go towards. You have many, many perspectives, many, many options, and many, many viewpoints, and you don't stay with just one anymore. It's like, it's always a change. Always, always a change. Always a death. Alright? Always transforming into someone or something else. Alright? Okay, so let's see what else. What else they saying about you? They're saying that you are the one that they really wish would stay in their life, or stayed in their life. They really wish that, but they know with you, they have to be up for a change. They have to be up for the ready to get up and go. They have to be up for the newfound excitement that may come, or the decrease in newfound excitement that may come. It's like we don't know what we're going to get until we get it when it comes to you. And some of them miss that, some of them love that, and some of them want to keep it. you know, but it's kind of hard to keep you pinned down to just them. And they're kind of sad about it. All right, let's go to the next one. So your activity. All right, so with your activity that I'm going to post in the on the community channel board on my channel, you have 4 of them. All right, so the other pals had 3, you have 4. All right, so we have we have dispute cognitive distortions. Okay, we have tip. Cognitive distortions are thinking errors that underlie our emotional distress, and disputing them helps us to feel better. Tip. I'm sorry. Activity. Ask for volunteers to share a negative thought with the group and then identify the type of distortion it is. Here are 2 examples of common cognitive distortions. We have fortune telling, thinking you know the future. I will never get my life together, okay? And then we have mental filtering, dwelling on the negative, discounting the positive, nothing works out, all right? Then discuss how you can make your distorted thoughts more logical. Take the time to consider your negative thinking habits. All right, next we have post-traumatic growth. Tip. Post-traumatic growth helps us to be defined by our present and future rather than our past. Activity. Explain to the group that post-traumatic stress comes in various forms such as abuse, accidents, being a victim of crime, war, and loss. Have members break into small groups to discuss the following. What has been traumatic for you that you are willing to share? Do you find it hard to move on after trauma? Why? How have your adversities made you a better person? And then who can you ask for support? As author Sean Aker encourages us, fall up instead of falling down. All right, so the third one we have you are worthy. Tip. Healthy self-esteem is vital for a positive outlook on yourself and your life. Activity. Take out a bill from your wallet. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to laugh on this one because I thought it said ball. And I was like, why would I have a ball in my wallet? Anyway, take out a bill from your wallet. Ask the group how much it is worth. Then pass the bill around and ask people to fold it or crumble it. When it comes back to you, ask them how much is it worth. No matter what happened to it, the worth of it remains the same, just like with us. Ask the group, what is the one thing you tell yourself that lowers your self-esteem? Have group members break into pairs and share an example, and then brainstorm a healthier alternative. There are no preconditions to our self-worth. We are valuable no matter what. All right, we have distress tolerance touchstones. Using a touchstone to help you stay grounded and calm can offer you an anchor when life is turbulent. Activity. Ask a group if there is something they carry around in their wallets, pockets, or purses that they find soothing in difficult times. Split members into pairs and ask them to brainstorm what they can use as a touchstone, using only what they are carrying around right now. Encourage them to think creatively, such as taking out a change from their wallet and using it as a reminder that sometimes change is necessary. Use a touchstone as a child would use a security blanket. Let it offer you a sense of comfort and peace when your world gets out of hands. All right, pal number 3, that was your reading. I hope it resonates. If it does, like, share, subscribe, also comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you. All right, pal number 4, this is your reading for what has changed within you for the better. and the T on that change, okay? So I feel like you're being way more positive now. I feel like you are knowing and actually feeling like you are enough, that all the work that you put into your life, your career, your family, your friends, your significant other is enough. You don't have to overdo it anymore. You don't have to prove your loyalty, prove your happiness, prove your work ethic. You don't have to prove much of anything anymore, because you know that what you have given and what you continue to give is enough. Okay? And if they want more, then they need to do it their fucking self. Okay? I feel like you are now going towards challenges instead of moving away from them, scared that you may not exceed at them or things of that such. It's like, you know what, I'm enough and I can complete them. If I don't, it wasn't meant for me to do or complete. So I'm going to try and I'm going to go towards it and I'm going to do my best. Okay? I feel like you are enjoying life now. You are enjoying your newfound positive mind frame, intentions, and things of that. You're also setting intentions for yourself. You may be manifesting things, bringing this energy into your life and continuously trying to keep it so that you don't have to overwork yourself and trying to create it by yourself. You're like, I'm going to manifest this shit. I'm going to put some work towards it, but I'm not going to overly do my shit no more. I'm not going to go out of my way to prove that I'm this amazing person when I know I'm amazing, and the energy I give off, the intentions I get off, the vibe I give off shows. I don't have to overly do it just to get people to stay in my life or gravitate towards me or things of that such. Okay? The energy I put out into the world is the energy I receive back. So I don't have to, overwork myself trying to prove something to people that either going to come or they're not. I feel like you are more motivated when it comes to whatever it is you're trying to create in your life, and you are just enjoying yourself. You're just enjoying yourself, your freedom, your life, your newfound perspective on what it is you're trying to manifest and how you manifest and how you go about things. I feel like you're just really just enjoying yourself in your life, really just feeling good and optimistic regardless of all that has happened to you, regardless of all the things people put you through, or regardless of all the things that you put yourself through. It's like, I'm just going to do what I feel is right and what's going to keep me feeling like I'm on the right path, or I'm in the right path, era, things of that such. Okay, so I just really feel like you're just going towards your happiness and not allowing others to guilt trip you into not doing what makes you happy, and just doing what's right for you. Now we're going to go to what is the T on this newfound path to happiness. Alright, so some of the tea on you is some people feel like you're hiding something, okay? You're hiding something major here. You're hiding either a lover, a new found endeavor that you're going down, whether it's a career path, or you're just hiding your happiness from others. It's like, what's making you happy is not what you are sharing with the world, okay? It's like you're not inviting people to the happy party of yours. It's like, we're friends and I'm keeping you at a friend level and you know this and that, but you're not going to know what is truly driving me to this, down this path that I'm going towards, okay? You're not going to do that because you still have pulls towards what kept me in the dark, and I don't want that in my life right now. I want happiness, and sadly, it doesn't involve you. It just involves me. You feel like you're being stingy with your energy too. They don't like that, okay? They feel like you are being more independent, more feeling entitled towards your happiness and the secrecy and things of that such. They feel like you are still wounded by the past things. It's like you accept their apologies or you have apologized, but it's like I can't fuck with you that much like I used to, okay? You're at a 9, so you're almost at a completion of a cycle that you have went through emotionally, physically, and environmental wise, I feel like career wise, family wise. It's like you're almost to a completion of dealing with all of this. And people don't understand, how is this coming about? What are you doing? You're not telling them. You're keeping secrets. It's like you're trying to punish them for what they have done, even though you have accepted they're sorry. It's like you're in and out of their lives. You're here one minute, you're gone the next, and you're not bringing this connection back to a full head. It's like you're here, but you're not. Like your energy is here, but it's not. It's like you love us, but you don't. Like, I'm confused about what you got going on because you're not telling me everything like you used to tell me everything. You're keeping things hidden from me. And it's like, I feel like you are happy, but you won't show me where this happiness is coming from. You're not allowing me to be a part of this happiness, and I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I don't know what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you're doing it, and what is making you smile. If I'm not making you smile, why are you smiling? Like, I don't understand. They're talking about what you got going on, the little that they do know, and why they don't know everything. And even when they partner up with other people that know you, they only know what you tell them. So it's like they can't put clues together, and because they all know the same amount. It's like, oh, she only told me this and that. She told me that too, but it's something else. What else? And they can't fathom, they can't think, they can't figure it out, and they don't like that shit. Huddling up and still don't have no information. Gossiping and still only know what each of them know. It's like you didn't even tell each of them different things so that they can argue amongst themselves. You told them all exactly the same thing, word from word. So when they tell each other, it's like, bitch, I already knew that, word from word. Like, what else do you know? Bitch, I don't know shit else. This is all she told me. And then it's like, oh, damn, bitch, fuck, I don't know shit. And so they feel like you just creating stability for yourself, happiness for yourself, grounding yourself for yourself, and you're not inviting none of them to the self-awareness party. You're not inviting none of them. You're like hard to touch, hard to reach, hard to pin down, hard to keep a hold of, and you're enjoying it. Not just because they can't access you, but just because you're intentionally going towards your happiness, and it doesn't involve them. It doesn't involve them. It's based off of what you got going on, and they don't know what you got going on. I feel like you spiritually got some shit going on. You're spiritually healing yourself. You're basking in this water. You're basking in this cleansing. You're basking in this, and you're just doing what's best for you. And no one needs to know what that is because it doesn't concern them. It doesn't concern them. And that's beautiful. Alright, so that's the tea on this newfound change that has bettered you from within. Now let's go to the activities that I hope you do. Power of songs. Tip: music evokes powerful emotions in a way that words all alone often cannot do. Use songs to help promote self-disclosure in a non-threatening way. Activity: introduce the topic of the power of music by playing a line or two from your favorite song. Tell the group why the song is meaningful to you. Use yourself as an example of how you can learn a lot about a person from the music that is important to them. Invite group members to share their favorite song with a few sample lyrics explaining what they find meaningful. If time allows, invite them to play an excerpt of the song on their phones. Unleashing the healing power of music is a great tool for self-discovery as well as group harmony. What's your mantra? Tip: mantras are personal slogans that stand for the essence of who you are and what you believe in. When they are repeated frequently, they aid in concentrating on that personal focus. Activity: have the group discuss what their personal mantras are, if they have one, and why these are so meaningful to them. If some members don't have one, encourage them to create a mantra that depicts the essence of their values in life. Being guided by your own personal mantra can help you stay on track of what is personally important to you. Be flexible. Tip: growth and change require flexibility. Sometimes we just need to alter our perceptions and release old ways of thinking to welcome healthier ideas and beliefs. Activity. Ask everyone in the group to fold their arms, then ask them which arm is on top. Usually the group is roughly divided in half in their presence of which arm is on top, regardless of right or left handedness. Now ask the group to fold their arms the other way and ask how it feels. Most people find it feels weird or strange. This is a great hands-on activity to remind ourselves to be flexible and willing to shift our perspectives, as not everyone thinks like you. What is a no-brainer and natural for some people is truly a stretch for others. The last one. I'm sorry. At first I said there was 5, but there's only 4. The other one was how to use this deck. I don't look at the cards before I, read them to y'all. So that was crazy. Anyway, so circle in a circle. Tip. Icebreakers are great for the early stages of a group as a way to promote sharing. Activity. Ask half of the group to form a circle and then turn outward so that their backs are to the center. Have the rest of the group form an outer circle with each person facing an inner circle member. To form pairs, pose a question out loud and give each pair a minute to answer the question. After time is up, have the outer circle go one person to the left and ask a new question, and continue to rotate until each person has connected with everyone in the other circle. This one-on-one interaction makes the group experience a lot more personal. Okay, so this one doesn't have to really be done, but for some reason, this one is the one that came out with yours. So maybe you can do it with family members or people that you now allow in your circle to get to know, so that you can get to know each of them and things of that such. Because I remember a time when I was younger and I had met 3 girls, like literally, it was 4 of us. We did not know each other. So, and 2 of them were from different states. Well, all 3 of them, but one of them, lived here forever with me. So, we all met each other and we ended up going to a park, just getting to know each other, just chilling outside late night. And we all ended up in an argument 2-3 days later, and it was a big blowout. I mean, it was like crazy. And so one of the girls was like, why would I want to hang with y'all? All we do is sit outside and talk. That's about it. And I'm like, bitch, we didn't even fucking know each other. We were getting to know each other. Like, that's what the fuck you do when you get to know people. You just sit outside and you fucking talk. We were all in fucking high school. What the fuck were we supposed to do? Go to the club and chill and dance? Like, bitch, it was like 1 in the fucking morning. Like, that shit pissed me off. But a lot of people really need to learn how to do this. And you don't have to do this activity per se, the circle, inner circle, but just getting to know new people and finding new ways to speak. Everyone isn't out in the open, so when you are just vibing, just let people vibe. You don't have to be all weird and shit and angry and talking about, well, we were bored. Like, none of us knew each other, none of us. And to be honest, that should have been my red flag number 1, that me and her was not going to be friends long, and we weren't. We were not. So, I don't know if you needed that or that example, but take what you need from it, and I hope you liked the reading. If you did, like, share, subscribe, also comment. If you didn't still, like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you.